everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. Sorry I haven't uploaded that much lately. I've just been busy, which sounds crazy to say now. I have moved back home, if you can't tell already by my background, and I've also started back at work again, so I've been busy at work as well, which has been really nice. But today I thought I would just sit down and get ready with you guys, as I am going out for lunch this afternoon. We are going to be sat in the sun, so it is going to be important that my skin obviously is well protected, but also going to just not wear off and melt off my face completely. If you guys are interested to see what look I create today, then please keep on watching. I want to start off by saying that there are so many cars driving past my window and it's driving me insane, so I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise whatsoever, but it's such a lovely day, everyone's out and about, so yes, please don't mind that. But I have already prepped my skin, I've cleansed and moisturised, and I've put on my SPF already, which is why I look a little bit glowy. That's the joy of having a good SPF, it can make you look really healthy already. It is so important to make sure that you're applying your sun protection, obviously on your whole body, or any areas that are going to be exposed to sun, but also your face, your chest, your neck, your ears, your hands, your eyelids, absolutely everywhere, because it's really, you know, it's important to be sun safe. So just make sure you apply your sun cream after your moisturizer. It is always the last step in your skincare routine, and make sure you just let it sink into the skin. If you have any moisturizers that have SPF in it, that's great, but it's always good to go on top with a proper sun cream as well. For primer, I'm going to take my Smashbox Minimize Pores Primer. This is one of my favorites, it's so good. I'm just going to take a small amount of this and just put it where my pores are quite enlarged, which is the center of my face. Next, of course, I'm going to go in with my Hollywood Flawless filter. As you can see, this is well and truly loved. This is in the shade 1 Fair. I really want to try a dark shade for when I have a bit of self-tanner on like I have now, but I still find this is really easy to work with because I do just use it on the high points of my face. Again, this is something that you definitely don't need to add in if you feel like you're already glowy enough with your moisturizer, but I just really love this product, and I just think all of these cream products and the powder products that I'm going to use as well just sit so nicely together. Now lately I have not been using foundation or anything at all, I've just been using concealer. I've really have come to terms with the fact that I'm obsessed with concealers and that they're just my favourite. I love how I can mix and match the colours. I feel like they last really well, they blend so well, and they're just so lightweight on my skin, which obviously I like. I don't like anything heavy, and I like to feel as if I've not really got anything on. And these products obviously have changed my life. I know that sounds very dramatic, but I'm just being honest. Go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. You guys know how much I'm obsessed with these. I'm absolutely obsessed, I love them so much. This is in the shade Ginger, and I'm just going to apply this to areas where I want to even out my skin. So if I have any blemishes, any redness, just like take a small amount of this. So mainly on my chin, and because I have to wear a mask as well for work, I feel like my chin and my jaw are really starting to break out a lot more lately. So I just want to even this out. I'm then just going to blend that out with my sponge. I do sometimes use my fingers or a brush, but for this part, I really like using a sponge. I don't want anything to look too heavy. I still want to see my skin through, but I want it to look just a bit more even. Because I love the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, I really wanted to try the pot versions, but this is the soft matte concealer. I got it in the shade Vanilla and Chantilly. So Chantilly is the lightest one, which is really good at giving me that bit more of a highlight in the inner corner. And I love Vanilla for where I have no self-tanner on, but also feel like this is really manageable to use when I do have self-tanner on. So I'm going to show you how I like to use them. My favourite way to apply them is with a dense brush. So this is one from Morphe. It's just super dense and it's got a bit of an angle to it, so I feel I can get into my nose and everywhere that I need to. That is a little bit more difficult. I'm going to take the shade Vanilla. You don't need a lot with this either, and I feel like this is going to last me ages. And apply that to the centre of my face where I just want to brighten. So in that kind of triangle area. I'm just using a tiny amount, it's so pigmented. I take Chantilly and I take this on my ring finger. Just get a little bit of product on there and just press that right into the inner corner of my eye, just to really help brighten. Even though this concealer is a soft matte concealer, it does not dry down really like chalky or cakey or anything, and that's what I really like. I think as well using a sponge really helps to make it look a bit more luminous as well. If you do have more normal to oily skin, I think you'll really like them. Even if you have dry skin, I would just say make sure you've got nice hydrating products on underneath. It has really been my base for like every day when I go to work. I feel like it lasts really nice under a mask. If I do get any marks from my mask, I just take my fingers and blend them. Obviously make sure your hands are clean, but I just blend them and it's totally fine. Even when I do powder in a minute, I just find it so lightweight and easy to just wear this makeup, but I still feel like I've got nothing on my skin. Next, for cream bronzer, I'm gonna take my Chanel bronzer. This is the Soleil Tan de Chanel. I'm gonna take that on a stippling brush and just swirl it in. Just not too heavy or too intense. So if you do go a bit heavy with it, I feel like you can easily blend it out and like get away with it. Green blusher, I have of course been obsessed with the Charlotte Tilbury Pinkasm. This will always be one of mine, if not my favourite blusher. It's just so beautiful and it has that lovely glow in it as well, which means that you don't always have to wear highlighter if you don't want to. Sometimes I don't, most of the time I do. But yeah, I just love it. It's just beautiful. It is coming out of stock, so as soon as it comes back in stock, I cannot wait to just stock up on it. Oh, it's just so pretty. Just to kind of let all the cream products set and like work with my skin, I am going to spritz my setting spray. So I am going to take my all-nighter, just spritz this just to kind of lock it in a little bit more before we go in with powder. For brows, I don't want to keep boring you guys because I just feel like brows can seem a bit boring at times, but also I have done a video on it if you want to check it out. But I am still obsessed and still using the Charlotte Tilbury kind of 3-step brow collection. I absolutely love them, and yeah, I really love them. If you want to see a review on these and how I use them and how I'm doing my brows, then please check out my last couple of videos because this is what I've been using. But they're just so easy and they just look great. At the end of the day, they work, they look great. Now for eyes, I want to keep it super simple, and for that I find the easiest thing to use is the Eyes to Mesmerize pots from Charlotte Tilbury. I love these, they last a lifetime and they're just beautiful. They're so easy to apply. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and pick some product up and just blend it all over my eye for a nice wash of colour. You guys have seen me use this so many times, but I really do love it. It's so easy to apply. And then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just blend out any harsh lines and just help just to really blend and lift the eye. I think I am actually going to add just a little small wing to my eyes just to make them look a little bit bigger and a bit more defined, but just a really small amount. I love a brown eyeliner because it's just a bit softer and I find it's not too harsh on my eyes. Just going to stick to the outer corner of my eye. I'm then going to take a really small dense brush with nothing on it and just really smoke out that line. Mascara, I'm just going to take the Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes Mascara in black. This is so beautiful. It really helps to separate and lift my lashes and it just doesn't ever look clumpy. I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder and just pat this on areas of my face that I just want to minimise the shine, just so it lasts a bit longer. And that is normally just the centre of my face, and then whatever's left on the brush, I'll dust it around my whole face. I'm going to take a small brush and just pack on a little bit of powder on my under eyes. Nothing too heavy, just so it's all set in place. Of course, I'm going to take my airbrush bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury just to add a little bit of warmth and just to bring out that contour. I'm going to take that same fluffy brush we used to blend out the Eyes to Mesmerize cream shadow and just work it through the crease. Just for a little bit more definition and just to set that as well. For blush, I'm going to take my NARS Orgasm blush, one of my favourites. It's so good, as you can see. I really like this. This is probably my third one I've gone through. It's just so pretty. I love the gold reflex running through it as well. I take this blusher whenever I go on holiday, and so it just Reminds me of a holiday. For the smallest bit more of a highlight and beautiful golden glow, I'm going to take my Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlighter. Again, as you can see, one of my favourites. It's so beautiful. It's like a proper nice glow from within gold shade. It just melts so beautifully on the skin. I'm just going to add a little bit because that blusher does have a really nice amount of shimmer already, but I just love to glow when it's sunny. If this is way too much glow, you really don't have to do this, but I just think it looks really pretty when it catches in the light as well. I'm going to put some under my brow bone, just to lift the eye, some in the inner corner as well, just to make that really pop and look more awake. I'm going to take my finger with a bit of it and just press it on the centre of my eyelid, so just give us that really nice golden glow. And then for lips, you can obviously do whatever lip colour you like. I'm going to go in with more of a nude as always, but a really nice glossy pink nude. So of course I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I've got another two of these that are just even smaller than this. It's just, yeah, I think I need a new one. Definitely one of my most used lip liners ever because it's just such a perfect your lip but better kind of shade. It's so nice paired with any lipstick, any gloss, but also it's lovely on its own. I'm going to take a matte lip. Now this is from Estee Lauder. It's one of their Pure Colour Envy liquid mattes in 102 Bronze Leaf. I love these. The formula is so watery and so lightweight, but they dry down and last so long. So I'm just going to take a small amount of this. It's just such a perfect nude. As you can see, it's a really nice matte bronzy pink shade. I really do think that this is just perfect for the summertime. I haven't worn a matte lip in ages. I am going to add a gloss, however I like going in with the matte lip first because it does kind of set itself down. It doesn't feel rough or anything. You know, sometimes you wear a matte lip and you rub your lips together and it's just like so tough. These are not like that. They're so good. I'm hoping they're still available. I don't think they're discontinued, I'm not sure, but I love this. I have one in a darker red as well and they're just so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this formula. I think they're just so good. But yeah, they feel so lightweight, so wearable. But I am going to add a bit of a gloss because I do like more of a glossy lip at the moment. I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Jewel Lip Gloss in the shade Pillow Talk. I just add that in the centre of the lips. Oh my god, this gloss is just, it's not sticky. I hate a sticky gloss. I feel like it's just not the nicest formula of glosses that I like. But yeah, this gloss is so not sticky. And it has that obviously beautiful pink Pillow Talk colour. So you don't have to obviously wear lipstick, you can just use this alone. But this just adds a bit more pink to that more bronzy matte lip. Finally, lock everything in place. I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Just such a lovely continuous mist. It's so nice. And this is the finished look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your day. Please don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.